Excitement is just about building up with the Paris Olympics right around the corner, and we're also bringing you snippets of that over the program as well. This time, we've got a story on how unique this time's entire India contingent is. They are celebrating with not just a sleep coach, but also a mental health coach.
Remember during the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, you'd had the American gymnast Simone Biles who'd pulled out of multiple events citing her mental health. You then after that had Naomi Osaka. She revealed her issues with depression when she withdrew from the French Open in 2021. So there is and has been for a while a conversation around mental health. This time you have the sports psychologist Divya, Dr Samir Parikh, who's a psychiatrist. They'll be going with the athletes to Paris. This was a conversation with them. Take a look.
You know, doctor, when we talk about mental health being a priority, how significant is this step that has been taken by the government of India when it comes to, for the first time, accompanying both psychologists and a psychiatrist in the team of doctors who are going to be with our athletes this time?
It's almost unimaginable. If you'd asked me this when I first started out practicing as a sports psychologist, I would have not believed something like this would happen, because there's been years of stigma and lack of awareness that has shrouded the field of psychology, sports psychology, mental health at large. And I think the fact that the IOA and the sports ministry has made this initiative, it'll have an impact not just at Paris for these 2 weeks, but it'll have an impact on the sporting community at large. It'll have an impact on the perception of mental health at large as well. So I think this is a landmark decision.
Coming to you, Dr. Samir Parikh, when we talk about, this is, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, when a person has to go through a therapy or some sort of a counseling, you need to know the patient's history. A significant amount of time needs to be spent with the particular person. So with such short span of time, how will you be able to help the athletes? Of course, you're accompanying them, but do you think that there should have been more time before the games, trying to know them? How has been the process is what I want to know.
No, I think, so try to understand it like this. When you look at the mental health component or the psychological aspect of performance, it is not happening at a given moment. There is a longitudinal access to this. One also needs to understand there are multiple aspects to performance. There is coach, there is your task skills, your own rehearsals, your own practice, your own support staff, nutrition, physio, the management of your injuries. So many things work together. So this particular aspect needs to be split in parts. Part one is what has been happening way before right now. So it's not something that has happened now. Secondly, so the entire medical team has met the support staff, coaches, athletes based on how and where they have been over the past several weeks. During the Olympics, it's a very here and now, because a lot of times it's about what I do tomorrow, what I do now. Is there something I can do? Because there are various factors and vectors playing on an individual when you are talking about performing at the highest level. But also, once the games are over, this process continues. Life doesn't come to a standstill immediately after the Olympics. For those who won, there is work to do. Those who can who can keep improvising, you can again do that. So one needs to look at it like that.